Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another one of my craft kits. In fact, I've got two craft kits for today. Both are resin themed. I've got an art studio resin coaster kit and then I've just got a resin bookmark kit from the craft lab. I bought both of these probably definitely over a year ago, so I hope resin doesn't go bad. I really don't know, but I'm really excited to try these out. I have worked with resin before, but just UV resin and only for like coating on things like I've made badges and fridge magnets and then I've put resin on the top and cured it under UV light. But I think this is a different type of resin. I think that this is epoxy resin. I'm just going to have a look and see. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I've got way too many craft kits. I don't have the storage for it. I just need to do some of them. I bought all this stuff because it's stuff I wanted to do and then I've just never got around to doing it, so I'm doing it. I am pretty excited to do these. The only thing that I'm worried about is my cat. He does like to see literally everything that I'm doing, so what I'm worried about is if this is going to take like 24 hours to cure, I can't have it anywhere that my cat is going to get too curious, basically. I'm going to start with the resin bookmark kit. Okay, so here is what you get inside. I'm really surprised how small this is. I don't know. From the picture, even this is quite small for a bookmark. I thought this wasn't even going to be the real size of it, but this is just so tiny. It's so funny. It's actually so funny. It's literally miniature. I think you could probably make a couple of bookmarks out of this, but hey. It's a little bit dusty, so I'm going to give it a wash actually. But yeah, you've also got a little paper cup, rose petals, some gold leaf, and your resin, and then we've got one little tassel for the bookmark, and then it's got the resin bookmark kit instruction book. It says this has got 5 projects inside. So it's starting off by just saying a warning, this is for adults only, and to wear gloves to protect your hands, which is interesting because they don't actually provide gloves. What's interesting is that it says in the instructions to pour water into the mould and then measure how much water it holds, and this will tell you approximately how much mixture you will need of resin. I wonder why they couldn't just done that and wrote pour this much resin. Okay, I'm gonna give this a wash first of all. I've got my little resin mould here, my little paper cup. It looks like a little McDonald's sauce cup. I have no way of measuring these two things, so I'm gonna estimate. I don't think that is the best thing to do. I think you are supposed to measure, but I didn't have a measuring cup, so I'm gonna just estimate it. I don't know how they expected people to measure it. They could have provided like a little plastic measuring jug of some sort, but I don't have gloves. I'm just gonna be really careful. No, I can't. I just went to see if I could find any gloves, but I don't have any. I really don't like that they didn't put gloves in here. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna try and pour equally. That's about right. Got a stirring stick. I don't know if I've made enough resin. I really hope so. I know it's not supposed to have air bubbles. Oh, I actually think I made up the perfect amount. Oops, I tripped a little on the side, never mind. Okay, gold leaf time. Oh, well, that's okay, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's so sticky. Oh, you're supposed to have like tweezers for this or something. Right, well, that's too late now. Wow. Okay. It looks pretty terrible. And we've got some rose petals, which I'm going to break up. I think I only need one. Oh, there's just so many. Well, yeah, that's something. And now I've got to think about how I can press it all down into the resin. Yeah, that is quite possibly the ugliest thing I've ever made. I pretty much hate it. But we'll call this our practice one. This is the practice in preparation for the coasters. And I have more resin, so I can actually make a ton more super ugly bookmarks if I want. Next up, I've got the resin coaster kit. Hopefully this one's a bit better. First things first, they do actually give you gloves. Oh my god, there was enough that I could have worn some in the last project. Anyway, I've got 4 gloves, so that's ideal. I have a number of stirring sticks and little squeezy things, pipettes. Oh my god, look, I should have done this one first. Oh! So I've got 2 measuring jugs, silicone, some silver and gold leaf, and I've got a couple of coasters. I suspect my favourite's going to be the one without a hole in it, to be honest, but who knows, it could surprise me. We have our resin. We've got a whole bunch of powders. The instructions for this is a lot smaller, it's just one instruction sheet. I do suspect I'm probably going to have more fun with this one because there's just so much more to do. I am still scared though of the gold leaf. I don't know if I ever want to touch that stuff again. I think I'm going to be permanently covered in gold leaf now. I'm going to start with the circle one with the hole in it. So we've got our resin. We actually have some gloves, which I'm going to wear. They are, however, the world's noisiest gloves. So I'm going to pour equal parts resin and hardener. I've got to stir it really well. I've got a work time of 45 minutes with the resin, so what my plan is, I have 2 cups. So I'm thinking if I pour some in here and then I can start mixing in my colours. If I do this first one, let's say purple and blue? No. Purple and green. So I'm going to pour this much in for now. Oh, it's so powdery. Got these tiny little spoons. Oh my god, it is so strong. I definitely put too much mica powder in here. Oh, too late now. Let's start pouring. Wow. Oopsie. I cleaned it off a little. Now I'm gonna try mixing some. I'm gonna keep this the clean resin pot. And here we have the green going in. Okay, I think that looks kind of cute. I think this is super cute. I'm going to I don't know that I'm going to have enough to do all of them, so I'm just going to do next I'm going to do my big one next. I'm going to do that. I've still got some green left over, so I'm going to do green. And I think this like light pink and then possibly a little bit of dark pink. We'll see how that goes. I love this colour. And I'm going to do the light pink first. Oh, it's so pretty. turned out way darker than I thought it would be. All I keep thinking is, imagine if this was like a yarn combo, like how cute would this look? Last but not least, we've got this. I'm gonna do some more of this light pink and some dark pink together because I know I'm gonna love it. I don't know that this one's gonna be a particularly thick coaster. I'm going to sprinkle silver leaf at the bottom. Definitely looking less like silver leaf and more like silver chunks, but it doesn't matter. First of all, I was really worried this was going to turn out really horrible, and I was really stressed about it, doing it. But it's actually kind of fun, and they're turning out kind of cute. Like, I'm really surprised how cute actually. How they're turning out to be, because I was kind of expecting them to be super ugly. I may change my mind when they've cured, but so far anyway, they seem like super cute. The last one is this dark pink. Oh, it's so dark as well. Look at that. Oh my god, I can't. I'm so excited. It's like so pink. Oh, this is gonna be the last resin pour. Okay, I'm so happy with this. So I'm just going to let these cure now. The lighting isn't great here where I've put my resin, but you can kind of see some of the like swirls and things like that I put in there are gone. They've kind of just like merged. I think it's probably happened when I've transferred the coasters over to this other surface. This is a big shadow here, so but yeah, it looks pretty cool. My favourite one so far I think it's got to be this green and pink one. I really like this one so far. Bookmark looks pretty much the same. It looks pretty bad. I don't have high hopes for that one. But yeah, this one however I'm really excited for. All of the coasters I'm actually excited for, but especially this one. Okay, here we have the completed coasters and bookmark, and I'm ready to take them out. I've actually left these for 2 whole weeks because some of them are still like, it's not supposed to feel like that. It's supposed to be hard. That one and that one is still quite bendy, so I don't know what that's about, but these ones are very solid. So I'm just going to take them out. I think I'm just going to start by taking out the soft ones because those are going to be the biggest disappointments for sure. I mean, the look of it is not even that nice. I definitely don't think I'll be keeping this one. It does feel hard. It feels like plastic, but it just definitely shouldn't be bendy. It's supposed to be completely solid. I do, however, have the little bookmark string. So I can imagine if I did this again, I could make it look a little bit better, but honestly, for me, it's not even worth it. It's so tiny, it's quite thick. I probably wouldn't even use this in a book anyway. Yeah, this one is a bit of a fail, really, for me. The next one I want to unmold is this one, because this is another fairly bendy one. I can actually see as well on the bottom of this, all of the purple has like sunk to the bottom, so I'm interested to see. Kind of looks a bit iridescent, it kind of looks cool, but it's definitely not what we were going for. This looks like mould. I don't know that I'll use this one necessarily, but still. But I don't hate it, like the bookmark is like unusable. This isn't unusable, it's just a bit, it's just not what I would have expected or want it to look like. My completely pink one is next, and I can see again the dark pink has sunk to the bottom. Oh, it's definitely not as bad as I thought. This one, however, is super solid. This is not bending or going anywhere. Although the middle is like kind of, you can't even really see, but it's kind of raised here where it shouldn't be. Like if I was to put a drink on top of this, it would be very unbalanced. And this is actually kind of sharp, so this definitely would need sanding, perhaps if you were going to actually use it as a coaster. But this honestly looks kind of like a slice of ham. I think the idea was there, but and I love pink, but it definitely has turned out to look like a slice of ham, a very weird slice of ham. The last one is the one I have the highest hopes for. Oh wow, that looks crazy. It kind of looks like bark from a tree, but the top kind of looks nice. This one is my favourite for sure. This is probably actually usable. Like I would definitely use this around my home. Maybe I'll take it into work actually and use it at work. But this is definitely my favourite. So there we have it, the 3 coasters and the bookmark. My first time using actual epoxy resin rather than UV resin, and obviously my first 2 actual projects were a complete fail and have turned out bendy, but however these ones, the resin itself has worked, but definitely this is the winner for me. This one is, like I say, like a piece of ham. Even the back side kind of looks like a piece of ham. This one is definitely my favourite, my absolute favourite. I probably would try this again. I mean, for me the coaster kits were definitely worth it, but the bookmark kit is definitely not worth the price. If it's worth it if you were just hoping to do a fun resin activity, but for the actual product you get at the end, it's kind of like, obviously I'm going based off of if this actually worked and was solid, but personally I don't think it's that nice of a bookmark. Maybe if they'd included some pigment in there or something to make it a different colour, some gold leaf and some rose petals. It's not exactly what I would choose to make into a bookmark. I'm not saying it's terrible, and some people might really like, obviously not this one, but some people might like the possibilities that they could make with this, but for me it just wasn't really enough. The kit doesn't leave a lot of room for creativity, to be honest, but if you were just looking for a fun budget friendly activity to do, then the bookmark kit is budget friendly. In my opinion, it's definitely worth it to buy this kit. If I wanted to make some more coasters, I can make some more coasters using these. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if you've ever tried out any resin crafts. I definitely had fun making these and would consider making some resin projects in the future. So yeah, I think this wasn't a total fail for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you very much for watching.